As my birthday party drew to a close in the twilight hours, I sank into a state of somber nostalgia. As I began to unwrap the gifts my family had so lovingly bestowed upon me, a macabre twist of fate unraveled. Each present carried an eerie familiarity, a grim reminder of a past transgression I had long buried. The silver candlesticks reflected the cold, metallic glint of the knife I had used years ago, and the plush robe seemed to whisper the silken fabric of my victim's dress. At first, I thought I was just being paranoid, but what I saw shook me to my core. With trembling hands, I unearthed a framed photograph from its wrapping paper. It was an image of a vibrant young woman, her eyes filled with the promise of a life taken too soon. A chill ran down my spine as I realized it was her, the woman I had callously murdered. The room spun around me as the realization crashed upon me. The presents were no mere trinkets, they were manifestations of my guilt, the haunting specters of my crime. The laughter of my loved ones faded into a deafening silence, replaced by the shrill cries of my victim. Panic surged through me. I frantically searched my surroundings, but there was no sign of the cursed presence. The party was as it had always been, festive and unremarkable to everyone but me. I was alone in my torment, the ghost of my victim whispering in my ear, demanding retribution. Desperation clawed at me, but there was no escape. The haunting gifts had emblazoned my crime onto my soul, forever marking me as the heartless killer I was.
My son hadn't moved an inch after he opened up his presents. I was getting a little worried, so I called off the party early. I took a look at his face and almost fell over at the horrors I saw. His eyes were bleach white and his mouth gaping open like he was in a trance. The guests quickly called 911, and I tried my hardest to wake him up. Never in my life had I seen anything like this before.